Hello, I am Srikanth Reddy. In this lecture, we are going to see complex matrices. So, complex matrices means we will cover Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary matrices. Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary matrices. So, before going to the definitions of these matrices, first we'll see what is meant by complex matrix. What is meant by complex matrix? So a matrix Aij is said to be complex matrix if there exists at least one element Aij of A is complex. That means in this matrix, if you are able to find at least minimum one entry as a complex number, then we can declare that that matrix is a complex matrix. The condition is there must exist minimum one entry as a complex number, then we can say it's a complex matrix. Now coming to its conjugate. So complex conjugate. Suppose A is a complex matrix and the complex conjugate of this A we are representing with the symbol A bar. A bar, like in complex alliances in our intermediate, right? We will write Z equals to X plus IY. There Z bar we will write it as X bar, Z bar we will write it as X minus Y bar. It's complex conjugate. Similarly here it is in the matrix notation A, and the complex conjugate of this A we are writing it as A bar. And is how we will get this, and it is obtained by replacing each entry of this matrix by its complex conjugate, by replacing each entry of its by its complex conjugate. Suppose in the matrix A, suppose the first entry is 2 plus 2 plus or something like this, 2 plus 3i or 2 plus 5i, something like this. Then we will write it as its complex conjugate is 2 minus 3i or 2 minus 5i, like that. Okay, so now coming to the definitions of this Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary matrices. So first, a complex square matrix. A must be a complex square matrix, and this complex square matrix is said to be Hermitian. When we say that it is Hermitian, whenever A power theta equals to A. So what this theta stands for is transposed conjugate. It stands for transposed conjugate. That means suppose A is a complex matrix and I taken its transpose. Sorry, I taken its conjugate and then I transposed that one. Then we will say that it is a transposed conjugate matrix. So whenever it is both are same, that means suppose A is a complex matrix, I taken its conjugate, then I transposed. Then once again I got the same matrix A, then we can declare that it is a Hermitian matrix. Now coming to skew Hermitian, whenever you transpose and if you take its conjugate or it's vice versa and you are going to get minus of the same given matrix, then we say that it is a skew Hermitian matrix. And coming to unitary, whenever conjugate transpose of A, if you multiply with the original matrix, or if you multiply the original matrix with its conjugate transpose and you are getting I, then we say that it is a unitary matrix. We say that this is a unitary matrix. So the counterpart you have, the counterpart we can see it in real matrices. Okay, there we'll come across symmetric, skew symmetric, and orthogonal, whereas in complex we'll see Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary. There it is a real square matrix and here it is a complex square matrix. That's the difference. Okay, so a slight bit of change in notations also you will see. Now we see some examples on this. First one, A equals to, it's a 3 by 3 square matrix clearly, and it is a Hermitian matrix. So what is the condition for the Hermitian matrix? If you write its transpose and if you take its conjugate, you are going to get the original matrix, or it's vice versa. If you take its conjugate first, then take its transpose, and if you are getting the original matrix, we can say that it is a Hermitian. Now, here you can see very clearly A is given a 3 by 3 matrix. So first we taken its transpose. Transpose means make each row as column. So the first row is 1i minus 1 minus I plus 2. That we made it as column 1i minus I plus 2. The second row we made it as second column. The third row we made it as third column. So we got its transpose. Now I am taking its conjugate. So 1 is as it is, there is no complex part here. If it is minus I, write its conjugate means plus I. This is I plus 2, so its conjugate becomes minus I plus 2. Next I minus I, 2, there is no conjugate part here, 2 only. So 2 minus 3i, you can write it as 2 plus 3i. Minus I plus 2, you can write it as minus I. Here it becomes plus I plus 2. So 2 plus 3i can be written as 2 minus 3i. 3 will be 3. Now if you look at this matrix, it is same as the original matrix. That means A transpose conjugate, we got it as A. Therefore, now we can declare that it is a Hermitian matrix. Now coming to the second example, A equals to a 3 by 3 complex matrix is given. We have to show that it is a skew Hermitian. So what is the condition? Here also the same thing. Write its transpose, then take its conjugate. Write its transpose and take its conjugate. And then observe what is the resultant matrix you got. Suppose if you got it is the original matrix A, then we can declare that it is a Hermitian. Suppose you got it is minus of the given matrix, the original matrix, we can declare that it is skew Hermitian. So now first we taken its transpose. So the transpose is for transpose we are calculating, make the each row as column, so that we can see here each row as column minus I 1 plus 2i 3i. Here we made it as the first column minus I 1 plus 2i 3i. Similarly the second row second column, third row third column. Then we taken its conjugate. So minus I became plus I, minus 1 plus 2i became minus 1 minus 2i, plus 3i became minus 3i. Similarly, the second row first entry, if you see 1 plus 2i became 1 minus 2i, 0 is 0, minus 4 plus I is minus 4 minus I, plus 3i minus 3i, 4 minus I, plus 2i minus 2i. So if you look at this, this is not the given matrix here, but it is minus of the given matrix here. So that's why it is minus here. Therefore, A conjugate transpose or A transpose conjugate is minus of A. Therefore, it is a skew Hermitian matrix. Next, we will see another example where A is given, a complex 3 by 3 matrix is given, and we have to show that A is unitary and skew Hermitian, both. First, we will concentrate on skew Hermitian. For skew Hermitian, first we calculated its transpose. So transpose is first row became first column I0, 0, 0, 0, I, 0, I0. If I take its conjugate, plus I became minus I, 0, 0, 0 same. Once again plus I, here it is minus I, here plus I, it is minus I. So which is minus of A. Therefore, it is skew Hermitian. So coming to unitary, what I have to take? A transpose conjugate, already it is there. I have to multiply with the given matrix A. So A into A conjugate transpose. If I multiply this, clearly I can see here I into minus I means minus I square, but I square is minus 1, which is minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0. So clearly we got the identity matrix. Therefore, I can declare that A is a unitary matrix. And here two important points, you can note it down here. Whenever if it is a Hermitian matrix, the leading diagonal or the principal diagonal of that matrix must be real. That means all the elements of the diagonal, leading diagonal must be real. That you can see it here. See here it is a Hermitian matrix. If you look at the leading diagonal, principal diagonal, they are real numbers only. They are clearly real numbers. 1, 2, 3. They are real numbers. Similarly, if you see the skew Hermitian matrix. Whenever it is a skew Hermitian matrix, compulsory it must satisfy one property, that the leading diagonal entries or principal diagonal entries must be either they are purely imaginary or zero. So clearly, if you see here minus I, 0 to I, they are purely imaginary or zero. So that is the one property which holds for skew Hermitian matrix. And here one more, three examples are given. Hermitian, first one, second is skew Hermitian, and third one unitary matrices. Right? These you can verify it very easily. What you have to show that first one is Hermitian. That means A conjugate transpose, you have to show that it is A. For the second one, you have to show that A conjugate transpose is equals to B conjugate transpose, you have to show that it is minus B. And third one, C conjugate transpose, if you multiply with C, you are going to get the identity matrix I, right? So I hope you understood this lecture. So thank you.